So welcome back to Dolphin Oval, and we're not too far away from getting the women's 20s match underway, and this is a decider between Queensland and New South Wales. New South Wales took the first game last night, and it was a pretty comprehensive win. It was 7-3, but Queensland came back to level up the score this morning. So our first decider here, and I'm joined by the Australian Women's Open coach, Swain Ravelli. And Swain, our first decider, Queensland versus New South Wales Women's 20s. Really looking forward to this one.
Thanks, Scotty. Cracking day in Redcliffe. Sun's out, it's hot, fast track. Look, this could go either way. New South Wales dominated the first game through the middle with Alea and Britt putting the finishing touches on the win. Straight swap in game two. Queensland middle was energetic, aggressive, and it turned the tide. So it's interesting game three coming up.
So it's Queensland with the tap to get us underway here. And it's Thomas with the ball. Lisa Maimai now. So we've got plenty of strike power, the Queenslanders. Tiani Bryce has the ball. Maimai again, looking to connect with the wrap, but it's picked off. So intercept in the first set, New South Wales. They'll be coming off their line now. Let's see, they look like they're going pretty direct. Nice little bump ball, good connection there, good touch. And the referee is going to say a little vigorous there, I think was the call. Yeah, coming in from the side.
Yeah, hard touch, Scotty. Look, it'd be interesting to see New South Wales in game one play a lot through the middle, and they were rewarded for that. It's game two, they probably went to the box a bit sideways too much. So, look, I think if New South Wales want to get up here, they want to go through the middle of Queensland. Likewise, Queensland need to do the same as well. So that's where it's going to be interesting.
So let's see how the Blues go. It's their first attacking play down this end of the field. Now they've got Queensland stretched a little bit. They go the big long ball, but well read in defence from Queensland. Last touch now. They just try to go the short side and just kill the play off. So well defended there from Queensland.
Yeah, that was Britt Clifford throwing the right to left pass. She's got a great pass. They'll be looking to her all game for that setup, for that structure for her.
So Queensland just punching through the middle now. They look to connect. Just evading the touches with Abby King. She's in the half now. Substitutions are coming on. Donovan just kicks outside of her defender. Good roll ball. Play on from Queensland. King's in the half. Can she connect? No, well defended, so they shut it down. But they're on the back foot in that set, New South Wales.
Yeah, good set from Queensland. To the middle. Got their subs on. Back to the middle. And Abby King running from half, putting New South Wales under pressure.
So they bring it towards their substitution box now, New South Wales. And it's Filippo driving forward for the Blues, and they've just thrown it away. So lost connection with substitutions coming on. They've turned it over on the halfway mark. So Queensland will have good field position. The end of the set, that's Hocking with the ball. And they're going direct through the middle here. Donovan again. She'll get the ball back here. Donovan, a little bit flat with the pass. Duff. Donovan. Hocking moves into half now. She's got options open side. Good strong touch there from Packy. They dish it out. They've lost their way here a little bit, Queensland. Well covered, yeah, and good defence from New South Wales.
Both teams looking to go to that right-hand edge early, looking for a half run or a passing option. Be interesting to see it. Queensland like to get back to the middle with sweepers. I think that's where they should look at.
So the Blues, Squadrito with the ball now. They've got substitutions on. Saldern, the call to go, and she does that. Play on is the call. No, the referee has said all good, so Queensland hold out. And it's been a really tight battle so far in the first half. As Queensland, they're just looking to get towards their substitution box now themselves. Donovan. It's Fields now. Thomas back onto the park with Maimai. Good combination, those two. They played plenty of touch together, and a penalty coming now to the Queenslanders.
Yeah, good drive out of the box by Queensland. Put the New South Wales Millers under pressure and caused the turnover for offside, the penalty for offside.
So New South Wales, can they hold out defensively again? They've been down this end of the park now. Lisa Maimai kicks Looks to connect with the winger and shut down there. So they're going to get another set of 6 here, Queensland. Mai again. Brooke English and Thomas. English in the half, gives it back to Thomas. They try to raid the short side. Thomas goes for the dive, but well defended there. Do 4 for New South Wales.
Yeah, from one side to the other, trying to attack the links on either side. Trying to get a player offside, really put the middle under pressure to get there.
So Thomas with the ball now, switches in English. She drives back in front of Thomas. They'll look to go open. They've got a 4-on-3 out here. They hit the wing up. So they recovered well there, New South Wales. Fields, Thomas, English. Lost their way a little bit on 5th touch. So can they create something out of nothing? No, they can't. So yeah, I think the coach would be pretty happy so far with New South Wales defence on their line.
Yeah, so Queensland is once again going to the right edge. The New South Wales open side defence is doing a great job of holding their space, reading the pass from both passes from Marama Thomas and making good decisions.
So McDonald now, just nice and direct. Gets the pass, Wilson fires it out. They're driving in nicely here now, New South Wales. Now just takes the option. She's took the space. Now have they missed here, Queensland? They have. Well, they actually had the advantage. It was 2 defenders to the 1. Middle open.
She went outside her defender. The winger come in and had a chop and missed. She does that a lot, Rachel. She's probing for the field, looking for those gaps, and she was rewarded with a nice try to open the scoring.
Yeah, probably just needed to come in and make that touch. Abby King, the New South Wales winger, was actually way off the play, so she didn't have anyone to defend as Bryce turns it on the inside. It's the last touch now for Queensland. You're going to have to try to create something out of nothing, and players just losing their way a little bit, and they turn the ball over the Maroons. So New South Wales, let's see how they come out of their end of the field. They're just looking to go ball down, and well called from referee Denise Weir.
Ball out in front from Isabel Sadri, and you've got to protect the ball in these days. If you leave it out in front, anything can happen. Get a knock on the arm, instant turnover.
So Queensland looking short side. They turn back on the inside. Good defence there in the end. Slattery making a crucial touch.
Once again, looking to punish that link on New South Wales' left edge.
So it was Emily Wood who had the dive. Good defence again, as we mentioned. In Queensland, they got sweepers coming around the back now. They go long out to the wing, Abby King. And she makes up for the mistake in defence previously. In Queensland, they level this one back up.
Just simple. Lucia falls on a sweep, middle dump. Use her pace. Lucia's extremely fast, and she put the outside defenders under pressure. Nice over the top ball. Great try, Queensland.
So 1 touchdown apiece now, and it's just shaping up to be the decider that everyone thought. It's going to be a close fought battle here in the women's 20. This is game 3. The series is on the line here. Queensland are defending champions. They won in 2016, but New South Wales are really taking it to them. And good defence there from Hocking. So Packy, there might be a little set play. We could hear from the New South Wales box. Now's the call from the coach. So let's see what they got. It's Packy in the half. They're looking long. No, they come back to the short side. And well defended there from Queensland.
That play yesterday, LA was throwing left to right and setting up tries with some nice passing. Went short side in that one, but I think it's there for her. Left to right if she needs it and wants it.
So Hocking now just driving up. Mai takes it towards the left edge. They'll make some changes now, the Queenslanders. Mai again takes one forward. She'll jump off the field now too. Thomas back onto the field, running nicely, Queensland. Yeah, just threw a ball that probably didn't need to be thrown on that occasion. Goes to ground for Queensland. New South Wales. They're coming out of their end of the field, and they're just going nice and direct so far in this set. Now they work it towards their left edge. Changes about to come on for the Blues. Filippo's about to get the ball. She's got it now. Dishes off, back inside. No, cuts out. Potts now They're driving in nicely. New South Wales back to Potts. Dishes off. They've got numbers. Well, good slide defence from Queensland. Covers it there on fifth touch.
Yeah, a couple of cracks there. Tried to face, play right to left. That didn't work. Went back the other side, but Queensland defence was nice and strong. Held their shape.
So Queensland, again, working towards their substitution box. The intensity of this game is really high. They're making substitutions quite regularly, both teams. Now we've gotten through. Kenshi supports. She skipped out. Just needs to find someone to support here to get the touchdown. Oh, geez. Threw the ball up. It was battered down from the New South Wales defenders, but they had him in 6s and 7s then, Queensland.
Yep. Alicia Foz with her speed out of half. New South Wales a good defence. They were up as a line, but the quick roll ball and Alicia's speed got through from half. Lucky to get a knockdown there, New South Wales.
So they've got them on the ropes a little bit here, Queensland. 6 more touches, attacking the line. Now they just shift it right out to Abby King. So they're happy to bring it to their edges as well. They're working it back in towards the middle now. It's Donovan.
She'll go back to Lucia here with a sweep for us. Something they can get her in a foot race with one of the New South Wales defenders.
Penalty now, not moving forward, so repeat sets. And that takes it out of teams. Doesn't matter what level you're at. If you're defending your line this regularly, it's tough to be able to consistently do it set after set. King. So they brought it back out to their right edge again. Let's see. Seems like they might have a set play in their back pocket as Donovan shapes to go to Fields. Dummies, Hocking, goes right, goes left. Good touch. So Queensland here. Hocking again. Fields switches Donovan back in. Hocking. Roll ball from Hocking. Little sloppy, yeah. And ball down. So just got caught up in the ruck a little bit there. And Donovan couldn't pick the ball up. That's a changeover.
Yes, sloppy play, but that's the play they want. They want to get Lucia in a foot race as one of the New South Wales defenders. She's got the speed to create. Keep going back to that play.
The Blues now working it forward. They're going to make changes after all that defensive work. And nice run there from Lucy McDonald. And Dufour now driving in as well. They've got him on the back foot a little bit here, New South Wales. They turn it. If they can get that ball, quick ball. They fire it out to the wing. This is going to be a stroll over touchdown for the Blues. Well finished off there, Billy Taylor.
Yeah, well read, Britt Clifford. Good drive by Amy Dufour. Clifford goes from half, creates a space, drops it down for Lucy McDonald, calls it down, second phase play, quick hands to the corner. Great structured set-up try by New South Wales.
So 2-1 to the Blues. They take the lead back in this match. There's 8 minutes to go in the first half. So still plenty of time for Queensland to hit back as English drives forward in front of Mai. Dishes to Thomas, wraps around Thomas. She gets the ball back, Mai. Good strong touch, almost pushed off the ruck there. Thomas looking for the link hole, but picks out the New South Wales middle defender. And they shut that one down, New South Wales.
Yeah, Britt Clifford in the right place there. Helps the middles out. She gets nice and aggressive and nice and high. And then when ball players want to throw that long ball, she can easily take the intercept.
So Filippo on the field again now. And Saldern. She's still going, Saldern. Turns it back inside to Potts. Potts has got it again. There's calls it forward from the crowd. They play on. They just realign here. Packy switching in. Packy again to half. Goes the long ball. That's either gone forward, but it's picked off from Queensland.
As you sense in the last couple of minutes, Scotty, that New South Wales just got on top of their rucking. Going length of the field. Here. Queensland need to keep working hard. Keep moving the ball forward. It's all about territory at the moment.
Yeah, so it was a little bit clunky in the ruck there. Looked like it might have gone either way. Queensland looked as if they had dropped the ball, but the referee indicated that New South Wales player got a foot in the ruck. So Queensland hold on to possession here. Fields. That's Tiani Bryce. They look to go short. Nice big strong touch there from Packy. Read it well. Fifth touch. So they're going to try to go the ace play here. Bryce, yeah, they'll just shut that one down. And a penalty for not giving the ball back to the mark. So 6 minutes left in the first half here. New South Wales 2-1 up. This is the decider in the women's 20s division. As Filippo, nice strong run going forward. And a good touch just pushes her out to the outside, Billy Taylor. A touch was made before she went out. So the roll ball is played. New South Wales. And a little mistake there. Ball just out in front of her. Played at it and knocked on.
Yeah, amazing just how one good strong touch slows them down. Then just a quick turnover. It's as simple as just, keep winning the roll balls. Keep your side moving forward. So once that momentum's broken, the other side can get ahead and get the ball out quickly.
So Donovan and Fields have got a good combination. It's Wilkes on there at the moment as well. The number 7 for Queensland. She's in half. Fires it back out to Fields. Looks to link up with Wilkes. And they go the bat on. And just a little bit sloppy to finish the end of that set off. And it's a penalty as well for a touch and pass. So the Blues, good pressure from Queensland, and they're coming back up at them again. Brittany Donovan coming out of the line, so they're looking to increase their leg speed here, Queensland, and they're just coming over the halfway now, the Blues. That's Lucy McDonald. And they're a little bit disjointed, and again, McDonald, they just didn't quite know what was happening with that set, and a mistake. They've turned the ball over again.
It's twice in a row for New South Wales. 4 minutes to go. Queensland with the momentum coming into half-time. Let's see if they can get a try. Scotty?
So they're making substitutions, so just hold the play up now and get the fresh bodies on. It's Brooke English with the ball now. So just burned a few touches. English again. She'll look to connect up here. They've got the wraparound play. It's King. It's last is the call, and that's what's occurred. So they're still holding out New South Wales, and they've got the lead. It's 2-1. As the Blues now working towards their sideline. There's changes coming on here for the Blues. And they take the space down the sideline. Squadrito fires it out back in towards the middle of the park. That was Saldern. Back to Squadrito. Packy in the half now, looking to connect. Plucked off by Mai. She's got space in front of her, but she's going to get mowed down. Will she hold the ball? She's still going, Mai. The touch hasn't been made as of yet. Can she kick out? Well, good chase in the end. Look for all money. That was, I think, Dufour that was doing the chase, that she had her, but then all of a sudden Mai found a second gear.
Yeah, Lisa's renowned for that. She loves to get in the channel, in that passing channel. Right, her netball skills come to the fore there. She would take this step once or twice every game, Scotty. Didn't have the pace to go. Great chase by Amy.
So they're still hanging on New South Wales, but can they do it? Bryce tries to get into the in-goal area, but there's going to be a penalty here. So not moving forward, New South Wales. 2 minutes 40 on the clock, first half. And Queensland, they're down by 1. They'll want a touchdown. Get some more momentum going into the halftime break. They're still well and truly in this game. They've probably had the better of the running in the back end of the first half. It's Hawkins just probing, but not too much happening at the moment.
Yeah, they've gone back to the middle and the sweepers. Yeah, definitely should be definitely a sweeper here for Lucia, even Chiani.
So it's Fields, Ward into half. Tiani Bryce. Bryce again. Yeah, but well covered on the short side there. So another good defensive set from New South Wales.
Yeah, nothing doing on the short side. I think Tiani had to come back open and look to ball play.
So the Blues just working their way forward. Packy again. She's been impressive so far. Right on halfway. So they've turned the ball over the last couple of sets, New South Wales. Can they complete here? Still look a little bit disjointed. Last touch. They'll just look to hold on to the ball here, you feel, and shut it down, but they're still moving it around and played at from Paige Hocking. 5th touch. Bit of a coach killer on that one, Swain.
Yeah. With a minute to go, guys, this is the ultimate test for the last minute. Can Queensland hold out? They need to half time. If New South Wales can get one here, be a good confidence boost going into the second half.
Yeah, so we're down to a minute.
Sorry, Scotty, Britt Clifford's just walked on the field, mate.
So we'll keep an eye out for Clifford. Under a minute now. So let's see what New South Wales have got. Slattery with the ball. As they now look to go left to right. They're covered. No, they've got on the outside of them. And exactly what Queensland didn't want to happen has happened. And New South Wales push it out to a 2-touchdown buffer. It's 3-1.
It wasn't a good setup. Bricker was late, sort of a bit late into half, but she skipped out of half. Defence was holding. Take us to the outside. Great ball move to the corner.
So we've got about 20 seconds here to hit back Queensland. There's still time that they can do that. Reduce the margin to 1 going into half-time. It's 3-1 to New South Wales. We're in the decider of the women's 20. My. She's looking to connect here, and they just go to push the extra pass. So ball down for Queensland. There's only a few seconds left. They'll just take this one up. Take the touch here, New South Wales. As the hooter goes in the background, one last final play. They're going to shut that one down. And it's New South Wales that'll go into the second half. With the ascendancy, it's 3-1 to the Blues, and all the work ahead of Queensland in the second half.
Yeah, definitely, Scotty. New South Wales, look, it was, in the midfield it was quite even, but for Queensland, they just can't give Clifford a chance to attack the line. Right to left, phase, right to left cut out. It goes from left to right with an out ball to create space. She's the difference between the two teams at the moment, Scotty.
So New South Wales leading this one. It's the decider, women's 20s division. All the work to do for Queensland. We'll take a short break and be back with the second half very shortly. So welcome back to Dolphin Oval, and we're not too far away from getting the second half underway. Women's 20s decider. She's locked up 1-1 in the series, and New South Wales, they've got the early lead here in the Game 3 decider. It's 3-1 that New South Wales are leading, so a lot of hard work in front of Queensland, but we know that they've got them in it. They've got the home crowd behind them as well as New South Wales get us underway. And Dufour had the ball. McDonald driving in now. And they look to rip out towards their link. Well defended so far from Queensland. So they'll want to start this second half off really strong with a nice defensive effort. They don't want to let a touchdown in here and get that lead creeping out. They need to hang with New South Wales.
Yeah, look, they're looking for Britt Clifford here.
And they might have numbers. They go away from Clifford and they switch back. Dummies switch Clifford again. They might have created a 2-on-1. Now that look forward.
Yep, forward, Scotty.
And, well, hang on.
Oh, wait.
No.
Wait.
Given the touchdown now. Ooh, a little bit of controversy there because it looked like the sideline referee, called it forward, but was actually moving into position to take the penalty. And the referee, on-field referee, might have overruled the decision, called 6 to go, blew the touchdown.
Yeah. Queensland, but still Queensland after the 6 to go, they still protested. So, yep, controversial call. New South Wales up 4-1. It's something out of nothing again.
So Queensland is just going to take something special to get back into this match, but they've got to get into a position where they can at least lock it up. Now they got some good roll on here, but Hocking. So just a little bit clunky in around the 5-metre zone for Queensland. They had New South Wales on the back foot, just couldn't quite finish that one off.
It was good phase play, and Lucia went to half, but yeah, she got delayed there by the roll ball not being so clean. It was a clean roll ball, they score, definitely.
So nice and direct, but they work it out towards their substitution box now. New South Wales, Filippo with the ball. They'll just take a little bit of time to reset their line here, but I think it's last. We can hear calls from the Queensland box, get up, and they force the mistake from New South Wales. So Queensland, they'll be looking to get up the other end of the field. Ooh, a little bit of a sloppy roll ball. They get away with it there, Queensland. And they're driving up through the middle of the field, but they get held up in the touch. It's Fields with the ball. She'll get it back here again. Directs him to throw back out. Wilkes in the half now. Looking up to connect. It's fifth touch though. Yeah, and well covered, well defended.
Yeah, bit of a wasted set there. They had good starting position. They couldn't get to New South Wales line from their own 10-metre line. So wasted set there. Not enough drive from Queensland. They need more drive.
So New South Wales, Filippo just driving forward. Changes on now. McDonald dishes off. Clifford back with the ball now. Clifford just steps off the right foot. They've got them covered nicely. New South Wales, Queensland, I apologise. And they get the penalty there. Touch and pass to Queensland.
Yeah, New South Wales definitely started the better. They're more intent with their rucking. And they've had field position for the first 5 minutes of this half.
So nice run from English there as Mai works her way onto the field. Thomas, that's Brittany Donovan. Tiani Bryce in the half, goes to left and right. There's space in front of them, and that's going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what they needed. They've reduced the margin to 2. It's 4-2 now to New South Wales.
Beautiful pass, Tiani Bryce. She loves the left to right pass. They get a good drive, good strike done for her. She puts the ball on the chest to wing it. Great play.
So they reduce the margin, and they'll want to back that up with a strong defensive set here. Queensland, they can't go in a slinging match with New South Wales. They need to start making some stops defensively and keep the roll on themselves, getting some momentum out of the defence when they get the ball back. As New South Wales now, Filippo, and it's Packy. The Blues, Packy again, nice cut-out pass, well covered out there from Abby King. And they just look to burn it on the outside. So happy to hand the ball over to Queensland, but they're down the right end of the field. So all the work ahead of Queensland to get themselves out of territory here as Mai they shift it out towards their substitution box. Changes now for the Maroons. Brooke English runs onto the field, nice and strong. Plenty of chat here from both boxes. Tries the old 360 spinneroo, but couldn't get away from the New South Wales defence. So the Blues, it's been pretty tight the last two sets. Nice little dummy there from Packy. Filippo now running onto the ball. Wilson gets into half. Dishes to Saldern. Saldern's going down with the ball now. Plenty of talk. They might have him stretch here. New South Wales. Big touch made there. Had to go full stretch to make it.
Yeah, Randy Podmore just wrapping around the back right at the end of that ball movement. If it wasn't Lucia, that was a try. Definitely. Lucia covered up with nice speed.
Now they've still got the ball here. It's the last touch. They just got to get up and shut it down. But New South Wales might create something out of nothing. Oh, just threw the ball away there. Squadrito.
Yeah, bit of a worry for Queensland. Just on those last touches, not moving up as a line. Some gaps in their defence. And New South Wales are just shifting the ball, probing for gaps, and they creating space. And have caught Queensland out, and have that's something Queensland need to address quickly.
So Queensland now. Hawkins just throws the extra pass. And this is a pretty good defensive set, but they just kick out. So an extra couple of metres there for the Maroons going forward. Ooh, questionable pass. Yeah, calls a forward from the Blues substitution box. Called play on from the referees. Maimo turns it on the inside to Thomas. Kicks back out to Maimo. Do they have advantage? They do. Can they create? Oh, geez, they had the overlap there. Big play made from Lise Wilson to shut that one down.
Yep, needed to make that play there. Knocked it down. Otherwise, Queensland would have been back to 4-3. Once again, just run the ball, probing, finding space, creating the overlaps. That's all it's about.
So Thomas in the half again. Nice ball to Maimo. Comes off the left foot. They're looking to attack the short side again. Thomas. Play on is a call, and there you go. They've reduced the margin 4-3 now. In Queensland, they are right back in this match.
The ball was on Queensland's right edge. It was a quick shift, step back in from Marama Thomas, quick hands, and a dive of the line there. Just out of nothing, really. Just created a try.
Well, she's on here. Decider women's 20s 4-3 New South Wales. They've led the whole way, and Queensland have reduced it back down to a one touchdown margin. Can they hold out defensively here, the Maroons? Packy with the ball, just kicks out. They keep going. Filippo. Packy gets it, throws left to right. Good defence, ball down, change over. So I think they'll finally be happy. They've held out Queensland.
Yeah. Well, I think for me, it's when New South Wales go into their shell and aren't aggressive, whether it be rucking or defence, they let Queensland back into the game. And Queensland have benefited from it. They've got two quick touchdowns and are back in this and have got their tails up. Let's see if they can get another one.
So Donovan now, the ball, fires it outside to Chloe Watt. Turns it back on the inside, Donovan. They're just losing their way a little bit. That's a little bit more direct from Fields. That was Wilkes. Now, there might be a penalty coming here to Queensland, and there is. So, players offside from New South Wales. Another 6 touches here for Queensland.
Yeah, momentum all with Queensland right now. Let's see what they go to here.
So, Emily Ward playing the ball. Brooke English back on the park. Driving in Sophie Duff. And well touched on Emily Ward there.
Some switching into a sweeper play. It's when Queensland look at their best. Moving the ball and then getting their sweepers with their fast attackers to get into foot races.
So Watt, just killing touches now. Just gives them a chance to reset their line, Queensland, but they're looking a little bit unsettled as Maimai now steams onto the ball. And not much happening. 5th touch. So they look to just kill, and they do. Emily Ward just takes the touch, and they hand the ball back over to New South Wales. And the call from New South Wales, just hold the ball. They want to complete the set as they make substitutions. Good, strong contact there between both players. And again, Mai's hit the deck. So New South Wales are muscling up a little bit in this set.
Yeah, they need to get aggressive. They need to move that ball down the field. Here they go.
Jufor drives in. Looks to connect back up to Jufor. Ball down. Yeah, great try. And that just came off, like we mentioned, a little bit of aggression coming on as they made substitution. They got good momentum coming off out of the box, and a great finish from New South Wales, 5-3.
Yeah, it was good. There's contact between Queensland and two roll balls in the midfield there. Clean roll balls, good drive out of the box. Middle's doubled up, and the link got lazy on the far side. Quick dive, try time.
So Queensland, they're back down. 2 touchdowns. They've got a chase. It's 5-3. There's 9.5 minutes to go. This is the decider. Women's 20s.
Queensland's best two attackers at the moment are Tiani and Lucia, and they're on the field. We're looking for those two.
So it is Bryce with the ball. So she's turned it back into Thomas. Bryce again. Marama Thomas now. They're looking to go short. They might have him here. Ooh, yep, 6 to go. So next best result.
Yeah, nice play. It was ML set up, middle dump. There was a dummy to their short side. Bakhtiani running open side. Chances were there. Lucky to get a knockdown, New South Wales.
So they've got them on the ropes here, Queensland. Couple of repeat sets. Strong touch made there. Left link from New South Wales. Queensland maintain possession here. Marama Thomas with the ball. Just holding up the play. She'll drive in now. Hocking goes into half. That's Fields. Players offside. It's going to be a penalty here, so another repeat set.
Yeah, Lucia putting the pressure on those sweepers. You'd hate to be defending there, Scotty, wouldn't you?
Oh, mate, I'd just put my hands in the air and just give up on that.
Amy getting great support from the link. Britt Clifford making the touch there, and the middle was there as well if Lucia stepped back.
So Marama Thomas, she's got Hocking inside her. She chooses to hold on to the ball. Mai, it's touched again from New South Wales. So 4 repeat sets on the line, and can they hold off? There's a lot of pressure building here, and it's hope for Queensland's sake that they can get a touchdown. They've been down here. There's nothing more deflating than when you've got that much possession and you're attacking the line and you can't come up with a result.
Yeah, good call, Scotty. See where they go. Go to Lucia.
So short side raid here. They look to pop out to Chloe Watt. Sideline referees put her arm up, so she's gone out, Chloe Watt, and exactly what we said Queensland didn't want has happened. So no result at the end of 4 sets of 6, and now they've given away a penalty, so this mass momentum now riding with New South Wales.
The last 7 minutes of the game, Scott, all about rucking. New South Wales want to get the ball down the other end of the field every chance they get. While Queensland want to dominate the midfield, get the ball in Queensland, New South Wales line, and get back into this game.
So Potts drives in, and they just send it back in the middle now. Podmore looking to link up here, but they've turned the ball over New South Wales. Probably not too disappointed with the way the end of the set finished up, although they dropped the ball. They've got Queensland right down the far end of the field, so it's all ahead of Queensland in this set again. Mai Watts has come in to try to help get the momentum going forward. Abby King forced to go back to the mark, so they took a little bit of starch out of Queensland. It's 5th touch now, and half has been caught, so called onside, and Emily Ward couldn't take advantage.
Good defence, Jess Potts, getting her body shape right, protecting her short side. Once she was called on, easy touch.
So New South Wales now, we've got 6 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. They're up by 2 touchdowns. It's 5-3. It's the Blues. Seldon. She's got the ball and drives in. Packy again. They look to kick out. They might have him in strife here. Has the touch been made? She's claiming it. Melanie Wilkes. So big touch there from Wilkes. It's the Blues. Fake the old dummy switch. Now they hit. And gee whiz, if that stuck. They might have got them undone there, New South Wales.
That fifth and last again, Scotty. You just must keep probing on that last touch, creating chances all the time.
So they got to be aware of that, Queensland. It just looked like they'd taken the foot off the pedal, expecting not much to happen, but we've seen it across the weekend. Tries coming out of nothing on a dead play on the fifth touch. It's Queensland. Mai drives forward. They'll need a result pretty soon. There's 5 minutes and 10 seconds left on the clock. They're down by 2, Queensland, but they're well and truly covered again. Yep. The calls from the New South Wales box. We got 5 minutes to go. They're up by 2. There's a big task ahead of Queensland to take this out and claim the series. It's all New South Wales at the moment in the women's 20s. Just throw it back over the top. Now they're shifting the ball. Last touch here for the Blues. They're just probably going to kill it, are they? And they go the bat on, and ball down is the call.
A good defensive set for Queensland. They'll get the ball just 10 metres shy the halfway line. They need to get the ball down to the New South Wales try line and have a couple of cracks here quickly.
So Marama Thomas, they're looking a little bit tired, the Queenslanders. There's good substitutions coming on, which they are now. Fields just driving forward. That was Wilkes, apologies. It's Fields now with the ball. Dishes off. Brittany Donovan. There might be a chance here. Now there was contact made. Play on's the call. Is it still play on? Now the referee is going to pull this back for a penalty. New South Wales players offside.
Yeah, she was offside. Did I see Lucia was getting the old elbow?
There was a little bit of elbow work.
Space for herself. It's got to be for Lucia here with the speed. Got to
So
get into good situations. Sorry, Scotty. Either sweeper or a half run.
As Hocking just tried to take advantage on the outside, try to create something out of nothing. Fields again. Wilkes. She's got the ball back again. She's been their strike. Lucia Fields for Queensland. Brittany Donovan with the ball now. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. Good strong touch there from New South Wales. Just holds up all the momentum from Queensland. Donovan. Marama Thomas in the half. Comes off the right foot. Held. No. Drop ball. So the Blues box and the supporters, they're really happy with that.
Yeah, defended well. Marama Thomas looking for some phase. It is just short. New South Wales defence is nice and tight. Couple minutes to go, Scotty.
Yeah, it's getting down to it now. It's looking really tough for Queensland to be able to pull this out. They flirt with the sideline, New South Wales. They make the changes now. So the Blues, they're just about to cross the halfway. Turn it back on the inside. They're going to go from half. It's Jeffs. And just gets clipped on the boots. So they'll be happy with that. They're taking time off the clock. Calling for the ball back. 2 minutes 25 left. Feel like they might need to score this set, Queensland, but they've got a lot of work to do to get up there to have a go.
Yep, need to get the ball quick as they can through the middle. That's where they got to go. Get Lisa Mai on. Here she comes. Need to get into half. Get Tiani into half here. Left to right for Tiani, be good.
So it's Emily Wood. Tries to take him on. Touch made. So 2 minutes now. It's 5-3. They just haven't been able to peg one back, Queensland. And the clock is against them now. And New South Wales, they'll be trying to wind it down as much as possible. But there is still a little bit of time left on the clock. So they'll be looking to try to get forward as well. The Blues just playing nice and direct, but nice extra pass to throw the big speculator out. But probably not a bad result. They need to get the ball pretty quickly, but it's in the front row of the grandstand here, but that just winds more time off the clock. That's a penalty, forward pass. They've got to go, Queensland. I don't know whether they're going to be able to do it. We're down to 1:15. It's Queensland. They're just sort of jinking around with the ball now. It's English. Wilkes in the half. That's Ward. Fields goes short. Touch made. Very good touch there from Elise Wilson. And they shut it down. Packy. So you got to say now it's a bridge too far for Queensland.
Yeah, unfortunately for Queensland, that is the case. Good defence by New South Wales. they're awake to what Alicia wanted to do and her ability from dummy half, and the defence is nice and tight.
So 30 seconds on the clock. New South Wales, they've still held it. They've got substitutions coming on. They're just going to go up the field. Touch made from Abby King. She's claiming it. Now, might have been offside. Clock's still winding down, and she was. So penalty, 10 seconds left. New South Wales, they're just going to hold the ball here. Running down the sideline. King makes the touch. They might smell blood in the water. Can they finish off with one more? The hooter goes in the background. They look to go long. Clifford. The touch was made, but it doesn't matter. New South Wales, they have taken the series win. They've defeated Queensland 5 touchdowns to 3. And that was a really good performance from New South Wales to claim the series over Queensland.
Yes, congratulations, New South Wales. Look, you probably say they had the upper hand through the midfield and through rucking, better intent, better aggression. But Britt Clifford was the difference. I think she set up at least 3 of them. Right, was involved in it, and she was their go-to, and she delivered today, Scotty.
Absolutely. So congratulations, New South Wales. They've reclaimed the women's 20s trophy back off New South Wales and done it against Queensland on their home soil. So New South Wales, the women's 20s 2018 State of Origin champions.